Hi guys, I'm sorry it's been 2 weeks. I'm still getting used to this, sorry. Anyway, so I haven't really been doing much, and my next video was going to be about my diabetes. So the brief story is, when I was 1 year old, I was seriously ill, wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, and everything I ate and drink, I'd just throw straight up. So my mum took me to the doctors. They didn't really, they just thought it was a bug. They didn't really think anything of it. So I went back home, my mum kept an eye on me. And then a couple more days passed, I still wasn't eating and drinking. I was losing so much weight. My mum said that she could see my ribs, she could see my bones sticking out, and I was getting really bad. So she took me back to the hospital. They did some more tests, and then that's when they said that I was seriously ill and that I was type 1 diabetic. I was diagnosed on the 27th of July, 2 days before my 2nd birthday. So I've been a diabetic since I was 1. I am now 20, so a very long time. It's still not controlled, perfectly, which you're not going to get, in all fairness. I do have quite a lot of high readings. I have been in hospital numerous times with ketoacidosis, which is basically when there's not enough insulin in your body, which creates ketones. And then the ketones turns into ketoacidosis, and that's basically our blood turning into acid. The last time I was in hospital was about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it was really bad. I was put on intensive care. To the fact that my blood was turning into acid, and it was really bad. They couldn't stop it. They couldn't understand why. Thankfully, everything was okay. I was sent home. I was put onto the new pump, which I actually do need to check my blood, so I'm going to do that now. I am on the AccuCheck Aviva Insight, so it's a new pump updated from my old one, which is just this small little pump thingy. So anyway, I'm gonna turn it on. But yeah, I've been a diabetic for 19 years now. I do have some good days, some good readings, but then a majority of the time they all are really high. So we're gonna test it now. I'm feeling a bit low. Might not be. Sometimes I feel low and I'm not. I think I need to turn that up a bit. I don't bleed very well either. Sometimes I have to prick myself quite a lot. There we go. And I'm 5.8, so I don't know if you can see that, but I am actually normal, which is really good for me. So, if you're unsure, my bloods have to be between 4 and 8. So, anywhere over 14 is when I have to test for ketones. And obviously, anywhere higher than that can be seriously dangerous. And then anywhere under 4 is when I'm low and I need to act with sugar. So anyway, how this works is when I do my bloods, if they are high, it'll tell me, my meter will tell me how many insulin units to give. And then it'll send a Bluetooth signal to the pump, and it'll send down through this tube into a cannula, which I have on my stomach, which I think I'm going to change it today and put it in my arm. Because I've never had it in my arm before, and not my last cannula, because that was in my leg. The cannula I had in before that was in my arm, and at first it felt a bit weird, like having a wire coming down, but I got used to it, and it was alright actually. My bloods were quite normal, because I don't really like having it in my stomach. It just feels weird, and sometimes it hurts, like when I'm putting the insulin in. But yeah, there's not really much to say about my diabetes, apart from a majority of the time it is really high. Like my HbA1c is actually really high as well. It if you don't know that, that's just like overall like sugar and stuff. Like you have to have your bloods taken at hospital and then they send it off to be tested. Other than that, it's just a case of being in and out of hospital a lot with ketones. And another thing is, like, even if you get ill, like, even if you've just got a sickness bug or a viral infection, that can bring on ketones as well, because the insulin doesn't work properly. I am so sorry if my video stopped my storage space, unfortunately. I'm filming on my phone, so, you know. Anyway, yeah, there's not really much to say apart from I was in and out of hospital quite a lot. It's not really been 100% controlled. I used to be on injections, and that's when I ended up in hospital nearly every month with ketones. So then they put me on the pump, and on the pump I've been in twice, and that was once because I had gastroenteritis, which is a horrible sickness bug, and I just had a viral infection. I did have a break from the pump and go on injections, which I did end up in the hospital again for. So I went back onto the pump, and ever since then the pump has worked really well for me. Okay, yeah, I do have quite a lot of highs. I guess that's just down to me probably not doing enough bloods. I am in a better control of it. I am able to keep it kind of steady. I do have quite a few ups and downs, but it's better than what it was. It's getting there. But you're never gonna have perfect readings. It's never going to be perfect. Like, yeah, so I don't really know what else to say. There's not really much to say about my diabetes, because everybody has different days. Like, days can be highs and they can be lows all day. Yeah, 19 years of being a diabetic. It's not nice. It's not nice. You have a limited stuff, like swimming and that. I can only have my pump turned off for an hour, and then my bloods will start to go too high anyway, so I'd have to get out to put my insulin back in. But it doesn't define me. I don't let it define me. I don't let it take over my life. You know, I don't really know a life without diabetes. So, you know, I guess I'm used to it, because I can't remember being one. Like, so. But without the doctors and the nurses back then that diagnosed me and helped me out. Like, my mum told me that when I was in hospital, when they diagnosed me, as soon as they put me on an insulin drip, I was running around and playing a couple of hours. I have to quickly wrap this video up. I'm running out of storage. Please subscribe, and I will be uploading a new video soon, so thank you for watching.